cue right there. All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unold from LifeSouth Community Blood Center is on the phone. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
Just about to get on 75. So
are you aware that Are you aware on Thursday there's a state of emergency declared for Gainesville? I mean, for Alachua County.
I did. I did. I mean, I'm kind of torn. I believe in protecting free speech at whatever cost, no matter how egregious we feel that speech is. I think what's kind of happening is, and wherever this guy goes, he gets this notoriety, and then people are curious and they want to hear him. You could watch the same thing on the internet and hear what he has to say. Whether he is a neo-Nazi, I have, yeah.
And what does he say? What kind of things does he say?
Oh, he's a stats guy, right? So he'll throw out a lot of stats, and whether you believe the stats is completely up to you.
So what's he trying to convince us? What's he trying to convince us of?
Oh, that the whites are the superior race, and this is the reason why.
And why did the school hire him? It doesn't make any sense to hire.
All right. So here's the thing. A university is a place at its very core is where you share ideas, where you share knowledge, and the only way you can find out if something is right or if something is wrong is if you listen to it first. And I would rather them have it at a place like the University of Florida than, where you're supposed to exchange ideas, than somewhere like in a pool hall, at some civic center where it's a little different. So I'm sure the security will be very tight, but if you support free speech, you have to let them talk. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Somebody is paying him to make this presentation. And so I'm okay. All right. I mean, let's just figure out how we're going to pay for it. And this is what they've done. If you look at it, there's been speakers that have been shut down all over the country for this so-called security reason. This is what happened at Berkeley. This is what happened in, campuses all over the country when Ann Coulter would speak or Ben Shapiro would speak. And neither one of them, I think, are white supremacists. So, this is the cost of freedom. This is the cost of free speech. We have to defend someone's right to do that.
You gave us the answer in the first comment you made, which was you can listen to the exact same thing on YouTube. So tell the students, go to YouTube, and you've seen them, go have some fun. Go watch a football game or something.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck? I mean, why would I wouldn't hire this guy.
Okay, so who decides, and this is the slope. I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying, but who decides what can be heard live and can only be heard on YouTube?
Me. I decide.
You do.
I decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we no longer have free speech.
No.
Because the next step.
Wait a minute.
Next step is,
you're converting my words to something else. You said who decides? I said I do, and so do you, and so does Robin. Do you know? I don't go to see movies that look like they're going to make me feel bad. I have a right to say, you know what? I don't want to pay money to see that. I don't want to pay money to see what was that Jackass movie? I don't want to see people being stupid.
Right. Exactly.
So I choose what I go to see, whether it's free or not.
Absolutely. And these students have the choice of either going or not going.
Right. So if they're curious, go to YouTube, listen to the guy, and then go do something else.
Exactly.
Why show up?
But why? Well, that's their choice. They either show up or not.
Right.
But I believe that if this guy wants to speak, he has a right to be heard. And obviously somebody wants to hear him because they're paying him to come and speak.
If I know the college market probably as good as anybody knows anything that they know well, because I work the college market. Okay. So I could go to do whatever you need to do to get into the college market, and I could contact every one of the activities directors and say, look, I want to do a lecture on love and peace and treating each other with respect. And I want to tell the listeners how foolish it is to believe that anybody is superior to anybody else simply because of their color or their sex or their religion or their height or their ability or disability. Everybody, God has gifted everybody. Even the Declaration of Independence says it. All men are created equal, right? And women, by the way.
It is.
All right, so that's my speech. I want to do this, right? And the student activities director says, well, I don't think so. We've got plenty of that. Let me tell you something. I've had this happen to me with music. We've got plenty of guitar players. We don't need another one. Thank you very much. And then you find one that will say yes. Okay, so now I find one that says yes. How many kids are going to show up? You see what I mean? It's all depend. The kids are the ones who decide what's going to show up. You know how many concerts?
Okay,
you know how many concerts I did on the same night as a big basketball game? A few. And you know how many kids showed up on the night of a big basketball game? A few. So that's it.
Yeah, but you can't stop somebody from speaking because you don't agree with what they're saying.
I didn't say no, but you can stop yourself from going to that speech.
Yeah.
That's a different issue. I agree. I mean, if I have no interest in going to see him, and I'll occasionally go listen to a speaker at UF, whether I like them or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, that's part of the college experience.
Yeah.
But, if I was 19 and I'm like, hey, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what all this hubbubaloo is.
You know what I think?
I may go and listen to
I think the kids at the University of Florida, for the most part, are going to say, this is rubbish. I'm doing something else. If they go to the speech, they'll walk out and they'll say, this guy's, come on.
Oh, they'll be packed. That building will be packed.
You think?
It'll be full of protesters. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Protesters,
It'll be full of protests who try to disrupt it. And in my opinion, all it does is lead credibility to what the guy's saying. Just ignore him. No, that's what he wants. He wants people to go in there, ignore him.
Right.
I mean, I know they had a huge protest yesterday at Tigard Hall, and they had to move the Bloodmobile so it wouldn't be in the shot. And so, you have to be, the best thing to do is to ignore it.
Yeah,
if nobody promoted this guy was coming, nobody would show up.
That's absolutely right. Yeah,
that's right.
But the problem is the other side of the equation. I don't know what the other side is they go, oh, this is our opportunity to talk about our cause, and we're going to grab onto this and we're going to ride it because we're going to get some free publicity, and that's not right either. So just ignore the thing.
Well, just to stay away. I'm not going.
No.
Don't go.
No.
Don't go. I already know I'm not superior to anybody. I've learned this over and over again.
I will tell you this: if you, I mean, watch him on YouTube. He's got lots and lots of videos, and he's incredibly intelligent and has written books.
Yeah, but okay.
Go ahead, let me finish. And he will do a really good job of convincing you that maybe he's got a point, and then you have to go back and wait a second. He's basing all of his facts on things that he's contrived. So, I mean, he's a very effective speaker. He really is.
I would ask this question. When anybody intelligent, quote unquote, uses a bunch of statistics to try to prove that somehow they belong to a race that is superior to another race, I would ask this question. Is that person more intelligent than Jesus Christ, who said that bunch of nonsense is nonsense?
Yeah.
So not to paraphrase Jesus.
I completely agree. And he doesn't come out directly and say it. He never comes out and says, he'll even start with, look, I'm not a white supremacist. I don't believe that any race is better than any other. And he comes out and says that, and then he'll come back and he'll fill it in with these facts, and you're supposed to draw the conclusion that whites are superior, and that men are superior to women, and well,
then what he should do is run for office, and then let the people vote him in or not. Simple as that.
There you go.
Well, he has no intentions of it.
Because he can make more money doing college gigs. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's loving all of this.
I had such a great topic. I heard you at the end of the game on Friday. You said, Larry doesn't know what he's going to say in the morning. So I wanted to prove to you that I do. I prepared this great segment called Things You Can Do With Your Hamster. And now we've run out of time.
Yes.
You know what I mean by that, right? It's because we have no idea what we're going to talk about. Something like this pops up.
That's right.
So,
that's right. You never know.
So I was proven true.
We have a 20 after today, Galen. I didn't tell you that in advance.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I'm telling you now.
We wasted our time on that guy.
Oh, wait till you. I wish you were here for the book we're going to talk about.
What's the name of the book, Larry?
It's called The Book of Joy Journal. It is written by. Are you ready for this? It is written by. Where's the guy's name? Dalai Lama.
Yes.
Right.
His Holiness.
Dalai Lama. His Holiness.
It is not the Dalai Lama.
Yes. The Dalai Lama. And by the way, we've had him on before.
And Desmond Tutu.
He sang to me, and I sang in harmony with him.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
and it was great.
We had Desmond Tutu on before, and he's also one of the authors of this book. And then Douglas Abrams.
Yes.
Douglas Abrams is the guest. Now, here's the thing I have to tell you about. The book sells for $17. I can't wait for them to get on the air. The book is about 365 pages long. Oh, that's a coincidence, because it's blank. You're supposed to write something each of 365 days. This is a journal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, why not?
How to make money.
I have a lot of friends who journals, who do the journaling thing. My father did it. I can't do it.
But can you claim that His Holiness the Dalai Lama actually wrote this?
Sure you can. All I have to do is put his name on it and bless it. Done.
Oh boy.
$17 a pop, man. I'll write it.
There you go.
Well, this is an easy book to read the whole thing. I'm telling you. I often will say to Robin, "Have you read the whole book?" "Oh, yes." And I'll say, "Gosh, I didn't even get through half of it." Well, this time I've read the whole book.
Congratulations.
All right. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, Bloodmobile, today we're at the Walmart on the other side of town, which is on East 40, right there in Silver Spring Boulevard.
So you make more sense than whoever this guy Spencer is. Why don't they pay you to talk to them?
Oh, no, I'm telling you, if you just watch him on YouTube, give him 10 minutes, you'll be like,
yeah.
Oh.
Sure
And then you have to go back because all of his information is based on his own facts.
Whatever.
But he is an incredible speaker, Larry. He's an incredible speaker.
Yeah, but you know how many times in my life I've had incredible speakers try to convince me to do this, that, and the other thing?
Me too. I've watched his YouTube videos.
I had this incredible, very effective speaker one time try to convince me that tartar sauce was not the appropriate condiment for fish. I swear to God,
that guy's a genius.
That bothered me for so long. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then one day I went to get fish, and I said, you know what? I'm going to pass on the tartar sauce. I got one bite into it, and I said, oh, holy cow.
What kind of fish are you eating? What kind of fish are you eating?
So wrong. Tartar sauce
You're eating a
belongs.
Filet-o-fish. That's not real fish.
Oh, see, here we go again. Here we go again. It's not really fish.
Mahi or salmon. Tilapia. I don't care what you put on tilapia.
Hey, John Tesh says, ladies, if you're pregnant, don't be eating any large predatory fish like tuna. I said to Robin, aren't all fish predatory?
Yeah, right.
all
large.
fish.
No. It's weight because of how much they.
Okay, so you can eat small tuna. You can eat guppies. You can eat sardines, and you're fine.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. That's a fact. That's a mercury problem.
Do you know Larry David gave money to this environmental group, and he stood in front of the group. He says, I'm not really an environmentalist. I couldn't care less about the environment. But when you guys told me that we might have no tuna fish, I said, I'm joining this team.
That sounds like Larry David, doesn't it?
It does.
Until it impacts him directly, there's nothing to be, no reason to worry.
Right. All right.
I wish more people felt like that. Yeah.
All right. Palm Garden of Ocala, thank you. Penn Flooring, thank you. The important announcement Galen makes each day to remind us that we need to donate blood is why we thank you for allowing him to do that, in spite of the fact that we talk more about tuna and I do not put tartar sauce on tuna, by the way. All right. Galen.
Wait. You mean I'm right? Yes. Yes. I'll take it.
All right. Thank you, Galen. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll be right back.
All right. Bye, all.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Tuesday, clouds will limit sunshine. Not as warm as recent days. Some showers and a heavy thunderstorm in the area. The breeze will pick up to the high 79 to 83. A shower and thunderstorm around early Tuesday night. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Low 66 in some of the northern parts of the zone to 75 along.